Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. Sorry I didn't have a video up this morning. I'm bogged down. I got housework to do, I've got bread to bake, I've got all this stuff to do. I want to do an update on the chicks, and somebody asked me how I keep the humidity up in my incubator. Now, I believe your name's Kimberly. What happens is I have water in the bottom, and I use warm water. And then it stays at a basically incubator temperature while it's in there. You have to check it occasionally, okay? You have to check it and make sure that the water's there. Never ever put cold water in an active incubator. It should be like baby bath water temperature, okay? The incubator that I have the duck and turkey eggs in, the humidity dropped down to the 30s. So what I did was, I just took 2 sponges and I soaked them in warm water, and not hot, warm, and it's brought the humidity back up. I'm sorry that's upside down, but that says 64% humidity. So that's about what you want. In order for that to get up to 80, that usually only happens while they're hatching, because as they hatch, they've got a lot of fluid on the inside of the eggs. They're covered in a slick coating and stuff. And that's why you want to keep the humidity up while they're hatching, because if it dries, then the membrane and the shell sticks to them. It makes it difficult for them to hatch. And they can die trying to hatch because they're stuck to the shell. Okay? So that's why you see so much steam on the inside of the incubator when they're hatching. Okay? But until they hatch, they should be between 50 to 60%. Okay, that's 64. That's perfect because these are ducks and turkeys. Let's do a chick update. And here they are. This styrofoam industrial sized cooler that I have here made such a great brooder box that I never once had to completely cover it. As it stands, it is 90 degrees in there, which is just right because they're not huddled under the light. They're kind of moving around freely. And our final count is 20. Now all these little black ones, these are the speckled Sussex barred rock crosses. But let's see. See that beautiful little girl over there? She was the very first one to hatch. And she's the one that shows 5 years of breeding from the bloodlines are Barred Plymouth Rock, Americana, Rhode Island Red, Chanticleer, and now Speckled Sussex. Isn't she beautiful? And these guys are really, really cute. They've got they look like they're wearing black suits and white shirts and cummerbunds. And they've got white stripes around their eyes. The Speckled Sussex chicks look more like this little brown guy here. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see how they hatch. But the final count, folks, 20 chicks. I had 33 in the incubator, but only 30 of them were collected normally. I had 3 eggs that I put in as an experiment that were washed, that I had washed the eggs. They all fertilized and somewhat grew in the shell, and one even tried to hatch, but it wasn't good. So I'm going to say, don't wash your eggs. Just pick the cleanest, properly shaped, with the good shell thickness eggs. I wouldn't try and wash them. It obviously knocks down the hatch rate. But of the 30 eggs that I initially put in for hatching, 20 hatched. That's a 67% hatch rate, and for home incubation, that's really good. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, yes, 67% hatch rate. Good show. And in less than 2 weeks, our duck eggs should begin to hatch, as well as the Narragansett turkey eggs, which I was told toms aren't fertile until they're 2. I think he likes my singing. All right, take care. Bye-bye.